Welcome back to another episode of The Road to 2200. I am 1955. We're going to play a Sicilian today. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what we get. My opponent is 1929. And maybe we're getting an open Sicilian. Let's find out. Wouldn't that be nice? I feel like they're going to play C3 and play the delayed Alapin. Or some other random move. Really? Come on now, man. Do I care if they play A5? No. If they want to just make pawn moves all game, that's fine. We'll develop pieces and win that way. Also, this attacks their pawn, so we have to do something about that. I'm guessing knight up. Do I play A6 and try to make this a Najdorf? Because it would become a Najdorf then. Ah, boy. So many choices here. Okay, so if they play here next, and I take and they go here, that would mean I could play bishop g4 now and just sort of stop them. I guess I could still play it, but I would take, they would take, I would develop a piece for free. I think I would be happy with that. If I go here and they push the pawn, am I happy with this exchange? I don't know. I think so. I think we're going to say we're not transforming to a Najdorf. And maybe that's a mistake. It's one of the perils of not being like a specialist in your opening and kind of being new. I don't know what I was supposed to do there. I'm sure there are plenty of fine moves, and I think this is a fine move. But I don't have the experience to tell me that if I had played A6 there, I would have transformed into some Najdorf that I was happy with. So I don't know. Do I go here? There. Hitting this pawn a second time seems quite good. They probably will have to develop to here. I was going to say I'll go here and here, but the bishop would look pretty trapped there. So maybe I don't do that. Maybe I go like... I was going to say here. That looks really foolish. We're not going to do that. Actually, if they play D3 here, I was considering taking it. Wow, that's an interesting move. I'm already covering this pawn. E6 feels very reasonable. Yeah, I think we play E6. E6 stops this idea. It stops all these ideas. E6 just seems like it blunts the bishop, allows me to develop a piece. That just seems very reasonable. Okay, so we are offering to go into this, which seems quite good for me, right? Like I take, is it going to be I take here, they go here, but then I can take, they take, I take. That's a pretty big victory for me, I would think. If I take, they take here, I go here, ruining their pawns and going here. Seems quite good to me. Am I missing something here? Because that seems rather strong. I could also just go here and develop for free and not give up the bishop. It's kind of a tough scenario. Like if I take here, you know, it almost encourages them to just go ahead and attack my king this way. Like if I go here, I can't castle. But actually, if I take here, then maybe this just becomes a very natural reaction. So I think I like this. It doesn't exactly ruin their pawns. Like this structure's not that bad. Like It's pretty controls some stuff. It opens up the file, so it's not like it's terrible. What I really like is being able to follow up with this move. I guess the question is, can they go there? I didn't think about that. And then, what if I go here? No. What if I go here? They take. I go here. Actually, I don't think I wanted to do that, right? I think I really want to come out this way. Oh, another problem is if I go here, when they play bishop g5, it looks like a pretty big problem. Yeah, wow, everything's kind of bad. The more I look at it, the more I'm unhappy with the situation. Alright, I think I'm going to go here and say, if this, I think I'm going to go this way. And I don't know what's going to happen with this pawn. I don't know. I'm really struggling suddenly with my position. I thought I was doing great. And now it's just kind of like, wait, I didn't look quite far enough. Like, I looked at the sort of tactical aspects of, I'll be attacking this queen, but I missed, like, the positional elements of all of the things that are coming my way that don't look that great. Probably I want to go here. Don't want to go here. That is the question. Then rook here. I just can't play that move. It doesn't work. Alright, I'm going to go here. I don't know if this is good or not. I do have the option to castle long, which I don't love, but maybe, well, I guess it does immediately drop a pawn, right? Like bishop c6, queen takes, bishop a7 is an issue. So maybe that doesn't work at all. Okay, yep. So it's going to wreck my pawns. So I could play a6. If they take, I take. Oh, that actually loses a pawn. It loses the pawn on f6 after the trades. I could simply move this knight. Where to is a great question. I could break the pin, actually. That's kind of interesting. If I go here, breaking the pin. Now we're threatening this. Let's say they take, I take. Then I go here. Looks reasonable. Not the deepest of calculations. But we are threatening takes queen. So they need to do something. I cannot move this bishop that is covering that spot, which is annoying. What I can do, though, is do something like this. It would leave this d-pawn as being perpetually weak. I don't know. It's a weird position, that's for sure. This is not really a position I'm used to, which is one of the reasons why I'm trying the Sicilian, is to hit some new positions, try to expand my knowledge. But with that comes discomfort and sometimes losses. Okay. So they do move the queen. I feel like we're seeing castles long here. I'll be kind of surprised if we don't. If I go here, what if they move the bishop back to say there? What have I gotten from this? I do have like this and this as potential knight moves, which are kind of nice. I think I want to just resolve this bishop also. Then maybe now I can go like rook c8. I could maybe even castle long, though I can't actually castle long. That's not available. Nice thing is now I can move this bishop. Maybe I go here. Offer up this trade. Take with a knight. Or even move the knight here. Offer the trade, take with the queen. It's a possibility. Okay, so I didn't think they were going to trade. What do I want to do now? I'm kind of looking at bishop e7. Their bishop looks annoying. If I could get rid of it, yeah, I think that's fine. I think if I take here, then I can double here. Yeah, this looks... whoa, 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 not there. This way. I'm going to develop the last piece. Get it in the game. And see what happens. I won't be shocked to see like that. Or even Castle's Long right away here. Oh, Castle's Long is actually pretty strong. But yeah, that's also pretty strong. So after I take, they get to take here, causing me some discomfort. I'm probably going to be forced to play g6. I think that's what I want to do. Oh, they could take with the queen. I didn't even consider that. They probably will. Thinking like, yeah, I'm doubled up here. I will be able to just play g6. The queen can't actually invade very easily. Maybe it invades here. And at that point, I might just castle long. This pawn is looking a bit problematic now. Anything else I want to do besides pushing this pawn? There's no world in which I can bait them into taking it, have something good happen. If they take it, it's just good. Okay, I'm going to do this. The knights are holding the queen out from this square. The queen can come in this square, but that's a lot less impressive. I think I would just castle long and say, like, your queen looks pretty offsides at the moment. I'm putting another rook backing up this pawn. I'm going to probably do something like here, maybe here. And try to trade off the pawn. Maybe not quite like that, but some options. Okay, thought they were going to do that. I think I just castle long here. Yeah, I'm going to castle long. I think this works quite well. I think probably they're going to do something like b4, b5. And probably for me, the best idea is to find a way to break open this middle, since the king hasn't castled over there, hasn't castled at all yet. Actually, this move looks quite good. This at least pressures my opponent, probably into castling. So castle, it does just drop up on there. But let's say I went here, castles, other knight comes in. What if they push that pawn? I can go here, unprotected. Suddenly we have quite a few pieces on their king. The queen again looks pretty out of play. Interesting stuff. I'm wondering if like queen g7 to threaten that pawn is something. That's not a surprising move. Something like, can't do it now, but b5, a takes, king moves up, rook's on the a file is intriguing. So something like knight c5, hitting this pawn, and then moving the queen over here. And then they feel pretty forced to play that. I think that would be pretty good. Maybe they can just go here. Also, this guy is going to end up letting me maybe push his pawn. So yeah, this seems pretty reasonable. So this is doing a lot of things. It's putting a defender here, a second defender here. It's allowing an attacker there. I don't know. Seems like it's just doing quite a few things. And then maybe this knight goes here, and we've got like some superpowered knights going on here. Again, I have to figure out after that, where would I go? Maybe I don't have a good square right now. This doesn't look that great. It is hitting the pawn a second time. Yeah, my opponent's pieces went from looking really good to not very good. Okay, so that's a smart idea, right? It's like your piece is out of the game. It's an important piece. Get it back in the game. Like, I think that's a very wise decision by my opponent. I am really, really looking at Queen A5. What if they play? Oh no, they can't play Queen D2. The Queen's in front. Queen A5. How do they respond? Yeah, I think they almost have to play B3. And if they play B3, what do I do when they play? It looks good for me, but what's my follow-up? I play... I mean, I can take it, and they take... And that knight is hanging, but I can't take advantage of the hanging knight. Here, there. What a great move that would be. I didn't think they could do that move. And they cannot. We just take it. It is a little worrisome that maybe they can build to that. I don't like having my pieces in forkable spots. Might be pretty good there. Ooh, maybe I can follow up with this. Okay, I'm going to do this move. I don't know that it's right, but it looks good. Some ideas from here are to move the king over, put the rooks on the c file. This is, of course, after b3 that I'm thinking that they are forced to play. We'll see if I look foolish when they don't play b3. Also now, wow, b5 looks very interesting. If they take with the pawn, and then I come through and check, they do have the escape square of d7, or sorry, d2, but they can't come back to d1. I don't have a way to finish them off on that square. Interesting. So b3, b5 takes, check there, take with the a pawn. If the knight takes, if I took on b3 with the knight, they take, I check on b2, and they can just escape via e1. So it feels like that plan does not work very well. So maybe the slow build-up of just putting the rooks on the c file is the way to go after they play b3, assuming they do play b3. They want to play b4. They're looking for a way to play b4. It's unfortunate I can't really bring my knights up that well. I can bring this knight up to b4, but I don't really know what it does. Yeah, I don't know. Other decent squares, like I was looking at trying to find a way to get my knight into c4. That seems quite challenging. I guess one thing to keep in mind is that if they play b3, that queen is stuck. So can I find a way to compel it to move? Maybe like trading with that bishop back on e2, like the queen is doing lots of things, right? It's guarding two pieces. It's also helping to guard this square. Do I have a way to disrupt it? It can't go here. Could go here. What if I just pushed here? Takes. Probably not the best. Other ideas here. Alright, they have the bishop as well. So like here are probably the bishop. It's totally safe for them. Though if here, this guy could come back here. Check does that much. Although just this I looked at, that's kind of interesting. So there. Oh, there's the problem that it's being hit by the rook. Let's say I went here, there, and I give up a lot of material and get nothing. So I'm just going to move over, and I'm just going to pile the rooks up on the c file. I'm going to do this the slow way. Though, immediately after saying that, I noticed that will hang the d6 pawn. That was not part of my plan. I don't want to hang the d6 pawn, so maybe I can't do that. Another thing I could do that I was not thinking of at all, and we should investigate, is e5 to provide an outpost for this knight. Takes, check. Here, nope, can't go there. Say here. That's interesting. Problem is, if I go here, I kind of have to expect they're going to play knight to d5, and now suddenly I've given up quite a nice home to their knight. So I'm securing a spot for my knight, but giving up a home for their knight. So I think, interesting. Okay. So they are committing to being over here. I don't know that is the right approach. Okay, now what if I went here? No. So takes. No. Oh, yeah, just piling up on this seems very nice. Let's say if they go there. I go... I think the way I want to do this, if I'm going to do this, is have a discovery on this guy through this. Oh, it's being attacked. Being backed up twice, though, now. So what about here? It just doesn't do anything. It looks optically good, but it doesn't look like it does anything. What if I pile up on the D file? Push this. Also not good enough unless I'm willing to go back here to back it up. Oh boy. I could go here to try to force through b5. Low on time. I think I'm just gonna play here. Wait. Is there a tactic? They're not gonna sack there. I'll go here, and we're gonna figure things out. I don't know. I'm low on time. It looks like I should have some sort of attack here, but I can't quite find it. If they want to push here, that's amazing. That's what that move looks like it's doing. So it's certainly weakening that pawn. It is controlling this square. So now I am kind of looking at knight back, push, takes with the knight, takes with the rook. That looks pretty reasonable for me. If I push and they push by, I think I would be quite happy with that. Now I've got a pretty effective looking pawn. It's looking to move up another square. So we're going to do this approach. Here, 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 here. So it does work. Oh, no, it doesn't work. No, it works. This is not hanging. Ah, wait. I gotta look at this. Is that hanging something? No, I can always go there. Okay, we're gonna push it. We're coming. If they want to push here, okay. I guess... No, never mind. I was thinking after here, here, maybe this would be an issue, recovering it. And after here, I'm not planning to take with the pawn. So then if they push here, I'll take there. Okay. Yeah, so I think I take with the knight here. Ooh, if I take with the pawn, though, I am threatening that. Let's see. Let's look at that, actually. Take with the pawn. Nothing is hanging. They have to move a piece. Let's just say they move a piece. I move up. They move the other piece. I don't think I want to cover this open file. I want to take here. Let's just real quick. Takes, takes, takes. What about takes? Doesn't take back. It just moves the queen. Ooh, there's a check here. I didn't see that. I don't know if that's valuable. King moves over. Now there's another piece involved. Here, here, moves, takes, 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 takes. We're still fine. Alright, I'm going to take this way. There is this check, which actually could lose them the game. Nope, never mind. Pawn's guarding it. I was thinking I could have some sort of discovery on the queen. If I go there, 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 I feel like I would have a little bit of a lead. Their pawns are kind of destroyed right now. Okay, I think this works. Certainly can't check now. We're not up any material, but their position doesn't look that great. They're actually about to drop a pawn. So I won't be shocked if they take. But then these two pawns are just really not good pawns. Okay, I'll take here. And now we've got an equal position. And my opponent has 3 bad pawns. So I feel like I must be winning. I will say I got to keep an eye on this. Like, I can't let that burn me. I'm going to take this way. Keep everything together. This also is really inhibiting for their bishop. Ooh, I didn't look at this. Like, is there something there? Does not look like there is, but I didn't look at that. Okay. It's now time to start figuring out, can I turn on the gas? Maybe just going here is the right way and piling up on that pawn. I'm just saying we're going to win that pawn and win the game. You do need to be careful. Okay, this is fine. But there is this stuff. King looks slightly vulnerable. It'd be interesting if they try to trade pieces off with something like Queen C3. Actually, that would be really quite disastrous, I would think. I would take, takes, and then we could go here, check, and grab that pawn, and we're sort of on our way. Something I'm not keeping in mind, though, is this idea could be strong. Like, because this king is so separate from that pawn, will we have to go into passive mode? Because if we drop this pawn, the other pawns are quick to follow. Okay. Interesting. What do I want to do? Here. Here. Seems reasonable. If I move there, queen goes here, threatening to come in here. I go here. Seems fine. Okay. Not a lot of times. I can't have the depth of my calculation that I might want, but just feels kind of like your pawns are quite vulnerable. My pawns are not, yours are. Neither of our kings are super safe, but both are pretty safe. Yeah, their bishop just does not look very good. Look, it's sort of hemmed in by their own pieces. It's also hemmed in by my pawns. It's like, it just doesn't have a lot of mobility, which is great. Though, having said that, if they went bishop d3, I still might trade it off. Okay, so they are looking to infiltrate, which I think is a good idea. I think I can come back here, right? Continue my plan. Maybe they're going to go rook d4, which seems reasonable. I don't know what to do with my knight. My knight looks pretty loose. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't really know how to protect it. At any moment, they can jar it loose with b4. Like, they might want to move the king up first to protect the pawn. But I am on that pawn a second time. I think they're going to play rook d4. What's my response? At any moment now they can force this trade. A little bit annoying. Here it doesn't work because it would be a lost pawn. But let's say they went here. Then they could force it off. I may just move the king over. Okay, that is to be expected. Where do I want my knight? I don't know. Here, here, here. And there's no way to defend that a third time. So here, there, there. I can still take it. Okay, I think I'm going to go here. This bishop is like a dead piece. It's kind of amazing. I'm not going to offer up a trade of my knight for the bishop. Something like knight b6 might be tempting. I'm not going to do that. I like to jump in here, so I'm just going to go here, here, and say, how are you guarding the pawn? Or is it mine? It seems like it's mine. A more useless bishop I haven't seen in a while. The problem with my opponent's game plan right now is it seems like it's just been so passive. Okay, suddenly their bishop is doing something. What do I want to do? Could do something like rook c5 and threaten some big trade. I could play rook h5. I'm still covering this pawn. It's a push. I won't be able to put my knight there, but maybe then I put my knight here. If I go here, are they just going to go there? That's kind of annoying. Okay, I'm going to do this. Now, I am intrigued by, like, knight here. Ooh, wait. Knight here. No, it's covering it. But these two squares are forkable. Okay. Threatening what? Threatening that. Okay. Well, I kind of wanted to move my king anyway. Takes. Kind of close to mate. I think I should be able to cover it. I'm going to move my king over. I didn't like the idea of them being able to force the trade-off whenever they felt like it. This square is vulnerable now. I can't get to it. But if I could, it would be vulnerable. Ooh, this is a nice forking square. It's a nice square generally. So I think there's a good chance, depending on what my opponent does, I'm going here with the idea of having quite a few options. I can go here to try to fork. I can go here to put some pressure on the queen. I've got options. I can never push this pawn because my pawns are just going to swallow it. Or they can. What? Can they? How do I want to handle that? I feel like this. Keep this construct in place. Blunts their bishops so much. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. Okay. I still have these ideas. I will not be... Oh, never mind. I thought they were going to go here to pressure... No, like, they might go here to pressure my rook. What? I thought they couldn't do that. Oh, what a clever idea. Here. Here. Nice. Nicely done. That is unfortunate. What do I want to do about that? I have this double attack. But I suppose I could just immediately take that check in. Okay, so I go take here. I guess here maybe. Takes. Ooh, I have a check of my own right here. Oh my goodness. It doesn't quite work. Check, takes here. So close. So close to being amazing. Darn it. I've been losing to a lot of these tactics lately. I just feel like that was a nice move. Check, takes, there. I think this is the best move I have. I don't like it though. I think I lose. I will be surprised if I don't lose now. It's a cool little move to shake up their thing, but I don't know. I'm going to be down a pawn. My king's in totally naked. They'll have a 3-on-0. Like I don't see how they don't win that. I just don't. It just seemed like the other way was like way worse. This is at least fighting, I guess. You know what else they could do? They could just move the king. I didn't even realize that. But they don't need to. Here, I'm guessing they're going to go there. Yeah, I had a really big advantage, and I just have 0 advantage now. In fact, I'm losing. So frustrating. This chess thing is a very frustrating game. Why do we keep doing this? And after this, I think I have to go this way. Yeah, I won't be surprised if they go here so that they can hit this. But at least, thank goodness, the knight's covering it. I can go here, and I will win this pawn. So we will be even. It's just they have a fluid 3-on-0, and I don't. Okay, so they go there. I don't have some cool forking move. Okay. Where do I want this knight now? Here is interesting, because I might want my... There, if I go here, I'm hitting the pawn, which seems pretty promising, actually. Let's go there. And then... I think this wins that pawn, at least. Again, I don't think that's enough, but we'll see. Okay. I'm probably going to go here, which looks pretty good. I go here, there, takes, there. Oh, everything loses. Okay, I'll go here. I'll lose this way. I choose to lose this way. Oh, this is really strong, actually. Ensures they win this pawn. Okay. Actually, if I move up, do I get mated? Here. 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 There is mate. So I don't want to move down. I'm not going to move down. If I move down, I'm losing everything, so I just have to hope they don't see this checkmate. What a great way to play chess. In fact, maybe this first is the move. And then that's just mate. No, it's not, because I would take their rook. Okay, good. It felt like something was off there. That's one of the reasons why I did it. I was like, that calculation was not quite precise enough. So this does not lead to mate. Unless, no, even that doesn't lead to mate. I escaped there. Do I? Here, yep. Yep, I would escape. Okay, so I've left my room to escape, myself room to escape. They can take that pawn. They almost certainly will. I think I will take... If I go here, I'm guarding the pawn, which is nice, and I'm also threatening to go there. So I think I'll take, it's like here, take this pawn. Oh, okay, so they are going to do this kind of stuff. Can they get mate? Here, 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 here. I think I get out. I'm going here. Okay. Now if here, here, here is mate. The escape square is gone. Okay. Oh boy, and I'm almost out of time. And they get to push that pawn, and I can't do anything about it. Okay, I can go here. No, I can't go there. Bah! Barely got it in. I lose now, though. That leads to mate. That's a mate in whatever, 3. Oh, lordy. Well, then that's mate. That's embarrassing. No, it's not mate. What am I talking about? I can go that way. Jeez, what is happening? Okay, I need a move. I think I'll probably go here. Can't go here. It's not quite mate. Their bishop is not so much danger. Ooh, they're under a minute now, so maybe that will help me. Oh, and I'm covering this pawn. That's kind of amazing. We're actually even now. But their pawns are rolling. Oh, I have this check. Oh, that I like. And then that check. And then that. Okay. Are we in business? Maybe. Feels like there's like this infinitesimal chance we're in business. Ooh, and they're using all their time because they're like, there's got to be a mate here. There's just got to be. And there might be, actually. Here. Here. Does that mate me? No, I come out there. They're less than... What happened? They were killing me on time. Oh my goodness. Are they going to lose? It will be hilarious if they lose this game. Okay. Check. This would lose a rook, actually. My original plan would lose a rook. I'll go check here. Just going to harass them for a bit. Who knows, maybe they'll run out of time. They seem like they want to. Holy cow, they ran out of time. Alright, chess is a weird game. Alright, let's take a look at this bizarro game that we somehow won. Also, I don't even know what happened. How did we almost... Oh, right, this was a really weird Sicilian. Okay, so it looked like we're going in maybe into the open Sicilian. And then they're like, no, I'm going to play this move you were not ready for. And they were right. I was not ready for it. So I'm just making reasonable moves. This is not in the database. Doesn't mean it's bad, though. Let's see what the engine says. The engine says, like every move on the board, this is totally fine. And the engine does like me taking. And pretty soon after moving here, I was like, yeah, I should have taken. And then the engine agrees that that's not a wonderful move. And we're basically even. I'm going to turn off the engine for now until we need it. Okay, actually. So, right. I didn't play knight c6 here because I wanted to do this first and mess up their pawns. The engine doesn't think that that is the way to go. The engine says it's fine. But they would rather I played that move first. And then this is a good idea. And we're just in even territory. All these are good moves. So where do things go awry? All good moves. Everyone's moving like a champ. Yeah, I'd say in here, the engine likes my position. Says I'm up 1.1. I agreed. This is about what I would have given it. I would have said maybe like 0.8. I was like, I'm winning, but the big but is now what? I got here. I've gotten pretty good at getting these kind of good positions, but I'm not really great at attacking when there's not like a clear attack. And I wasn't sure, am I supposed to force it with b5? Am I supposed to play it slower? Let's see what the engine thinks about b5. The engine says that is terrible. That I made a good call there and not playing b5. The engine likes rook h to e8. And it says my king move is fine because I haven't given up anything about my dominant position. It does not like the doubling of the rooks on the d file. But now that they weaken their position, now it's fine. And now it says I'm crushing them with d5. Oh, interesting. I thought I had to prep d5. Okay, so let's see. If I play d5 immediately, what happened with my calculation? Okay. And I saw this, that I was threatening the fork. And I was like, so they'll move their pieces. So what? It's not that great. But, I mean, this pawn does look pretty good. It's well supported. It's controlling a lot of squares in their territory. The engine likes playing to b6. And it's a hard one because I don't feel like there's not like a tactical win here that I see. Oh, actually, there's this. What if they get out of it? We'll say that. Then d3 loses. Okay. I'll just take here. And then this fork loses the game. Aha! Some stuff is brewing. And if I go here, d3 takes, and that's mate. Okay, so there was a lot more happening in that position than I was able to see, but I was trying to see it from way back here. And this is what's really hard about chess, right? It's like, can I really see that deep into the position? I was able to see to about here, like right here. And I was like, I just don't see where it's going. And I didn't really calculate hard. And I think that's kind of one of the next levels I need to do is instead of saying, this looks fine, but they'll just move a piece away, where are they moving the pieces? And then what happens if I keep going? But that's hard. That's hard to do. Okay, but it's something I need to work on. So I moved the knight back to prep it. They made another weird move, right? That can't be a good move. No, that's not a good move. So then I get to push through. The engine likes e takes, not the knight takes. And I think it's for the reasons we saw, that suddenly this is actually tied. Even though it looks like I'm winning, somehow I'm not. I've kind of given up any edge. I still think I'm winning, actually. Like, as a human, I'm looking at these pawns and going, I can double, I can triple on them, I'm going to win the pawns, I'm winning. I thought I was winning, and the engine says you're not winning. And the only move is here. And then, how did they pull it out? Right here, right? I messed up with that move. Yeah, so this move and white has now won the game. And they missed it. So here, okay, what happened here? I don't remember. They were threatening to take, so I moved out of the way. But then they were able to take. Why were they able to take? Oh, right, right. They were able to take because of this idea. Because of that idea, which is here now also. So they missed their opportunity. They could have taken here, 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 and then I'm lost, right? No, I'm up by 3. What? Oh, yeah, because this is backed up. Oh, okay. Okay, now I'm remember. Now I'm seeing it. But the engine is saying this wins, which I did not see. There's this stuff. This looks like it's fine. But then there's this pin and stuff starts falling apart. Okay. But they induced me to fall into this trap, which was very clever of them. If I play here, dead even game. If I play here, I'm lost. Because bam, tactic. Now I can't take because this loses the game. Yes, that's +4. So I decided to go this way, which I imagine is still bad. It's still +3. So it's still terrible. But I felt like it gave me some hope. Like I could win this pawn, and I'm clearly losing, and everything's losing here. And my opponent's making a lot of great moves here, trying to mate me, and this is equals. This move, the engine says, would have been game. Not game, but a big lead, right? Can I go, is it like this and this? That would be mate. So how do I stop it? I mean, it seems like I could stop it just by this. And they take that, and the engine says this is +6. That's how good 3 pawns like this are. Okay, well, interesting. So what happened? I moved the wrong pawn. I got an escape square. They got in jeopardy. And I think I was right that I couldn't take here. This is why I thought I couldn't take. Because here, the only escape square was here and here. So I saw that, thankfully. That was my original plan. I was like, uh-oh, that doesn't work. And then I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'm going to be okay. And the engine says, yeah, this is a draw. They'll move back. You keep pressuring them. Probably I'm going to move. Actually, maybe just go here. Take this pawn. And it should be fine. It should be a draw. But luckily for me, my opponent could not handle the pressure. And it was really kind of sad for them because it was this move. They took 1 minute and 11 seconds to just do that. So that's tough. They were really looking for the mate. It was not there. And then because they went so hard for the mate, they lost. But what's hard for me in this game is that I just don't know if I should be seeing this combo. Should I beat myself up essentially and say you should see this combo that after here, takes here is the tactic. Like it's once again losing to a not super hard to find tactic, but also not trivial. So I'm just really struggling with like how much do I need to know that? Like how do I have to find those every time? The answer seems to be yes, right? Like you got to find all the tactics. All right, let's look real quick at the beginning. Do I want to do anything about this? Do I want to learn anything from this opening? And I think the answer is what I played was fine. Though maybe taking here would have been better, and just developing. But I don't think there's much to take away from this particular opening. Oh, I guess one last thing. Does the engine suggest I try to play this in transpose? The engine says you can do whatever you want. Doesn't matter. And then this would transpose to essentially a Sozin where they played a4. I don't know. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up this one. We got to see the lows of missing... first of all, having some struggles with calculating kind of a deep line that was very important. Can I push d5 or not? And what should I do with it? Then missing a not easy but not impossible tactic. And then see, like, you got to manage your time better than that, right? Like, my opponent spent a minute on a move where, yeah, they were looking for mate, but then they lost the game on time because of it. So the highs, the lows, and everything in between. I'll see you next time.